Nigeria's national youth games are set to begin as club football resumes in Europe. Welcome to Sports Tour on Enterprise TV. We are live and ready to take a tour of all the trendy talking sports in sports today. I'm Josh Ikokoli and here is our package for the day. Nigeria Sports Minister to declare National Youth Games open in Asaba. Super Eagles captain William Troost Ekong reveals reason behind Saudi move. The fight capital of the world will witness another storied PPV as Noche UFC 306 O'Malley vs. Dvalishvili takes place this weekend. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta agrees new contract until 2027 as club football resumes. Let's take a short break on the program. When we return, we will be going into detail on all the items on our agenda. Welcome back to Sports Tour on Enterprise TV. I'm being joined by Ejiro Emeni, a dynamic sports producer and analyst. Ejiro, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay. So let's start off with the fact that the sports minister, Senator John Onwan-Eno, is set to declare the National Youth Games open. The Honorable Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Onwan-Eno, will officially declare the National Youth Games open at the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba, Delta State. In anticipation of the event, Senator Eno has emphasized the importance of upholding the integrity of the games by strictly adhering to the age requirement. He reiterated that the National Youth Games are intended for athletes 15 years and below, and any attempts at age cheating will not be tolerated. Age cheating undermines the purpose of these games, and we will take firm measures to prevent it, according to the Minister of Sports. Ejiro, it's happening in your state, Delta State, at Stephen Keshi Stadium.
Yeah.
What's your take on the preparations for the youth games and the sports minister, Senator Eno's stance on age cheating in the youth games?
I feel for the preparation of the youth games, we really need to fix everything that is in the stadium. Everything that we need to prepare everything for it. We need to get new facilities, new equipment, new materials, and also make everything conducive for the youth who are coming to participate in the youth games. Like last year we had my state, obviously. Delta took it home normally.
Delta has been taking it home
for many years.
Like a custom for Delta State.
So I
hope you are sporty as your statesman.
Yeah, very well. I am.
Fair
very
point.
Well. So I expect more preparation for this, and he should not just put in the word that he said he needs to prepare more youths for the upcoming games, like the National Youth Games.
Yeah.
He's preparing youths for more exposure into sports, more how we can actually choose from these winners. More athletes, more footballers from this youth game. We can scout more people from this youth games now that is coming up in Delta Asaba, and it will really help us because Olympics is coming in a very short time.
Up in next 4 years.
Yeah, the World Cup too is coming. So yeah, these youth games, we can actually prepare well for it, providing many equipment and facilities. I feel this youth game will be very special this year.
Definitely, these youth games are going to be very special in his state. And I do hope that when we, take on the Enterprise TV games, he will represent Delta State and perhaps dominate and conquer all of us here at Enterprise TV. Moving over now, let's tell you that Super Eagles captain William Troost Ekong has finally revealed the reason behind his big move to the Saudi Pro League. The Nigerian international defender joined Al Khalud this summer from the Greek club PAOK Saloniki. Troost Ekong, who earlier this year was named as the AFCON 2023 MVP, that's the best player at the tournament, after leading Nigeria to the finals where we lost to Ivory Coast, unfortunately, said he chose to move to the Middle East as he needs to plan for his life after football. Ekong said, and I quote, "I got an offer I couldn't turn down. I'm 31 and now I have to think about the big picture. I think the Saudi League is competitive. You see the names that were playing there in my first game were the likes of Karim Benzema, N'Golo Kante, Fabinho, players that are world-class and supremely elite players. But at the same time, everybody talks about the opportunity you have there to guarantee a prosperous future for you and your family. And that is something that I considered. Troost-Ekong moving from Europe, he was at Greece. He won the Greek FA Cup with PAOK in Thessaloniki. Now moving over to play for Al Hudud of Saudi Arabia. What's your take on players like Troost-Ekong moving over from Europe to Saudi Arabia?
I feel players moving over from Europe to Saudi Arabia, they are looking for more, I would like put it, they are looking for more funds, cash, money.
Of course.
That's what they are looking for. And he said it, he's 30 right now. He will soon be entering 31. And he said he wants to focus on his family, like this recent times, because retirement is coming soon. Like 4 or 5 years, he'll be retired. So he
maybe 7, 8 if he wants to go the route of
still wants to
Luka Modric, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Maybe he can keep up. That's with it. So he wants to plan for his family's future, and he needs this money. In Europe, he still pays. In Greece, he still pays tax from it, and in Saudi Arabia, I feel depending on his contract though, it comes tax free, and he's earning more. In Greece, he was earning 1 million euros a year. That's like 820 something million in naira annually. That's actually much
money.
So him going to Saudi Arabia to earn more than he has already earned in Greece, you can see he's already planning for his family, and he's not looking at legacy or anything. He can see.
He has legacy already. Cristiano Ronaldo, who just scored his 901st goal at the Nations League, is earning more than £3 million playing in Saudi Arabia.
It's worth it. He has made the name already. But for someone like Troost-Ekong now, Ronaldo, he's an icon. Everybody loves him. But I'm not saying people don't love Troost-Ekong.
Troost-Ekong is perhaps the best CB in Africa.
In Africa, yes. He proved it at
the Nations Cup.
At the Nations Cup.
Scored 3 goals as well, including one in the final.
He's an icon for many people as well too. But he is also thinking of his future, not only having that legacy. He can also build a legacy in his new club right now. They just got promoted into the Saudi Pro League this period, and him having that money, he's set for life. He actually plans well. That's how I see most people going to Saudi Arabia. They just go there because they actually need the cash to plan themselves down.
Dear future wife, please take note. We are going to have children that will play in the Saudi Pro League. Moving over to combat sports in mixed martial arts, the fight capital of the world will witness another storied PPV as Noche UFC 306 O'Malley vs. Divashvili takes place this weekend. The big fight is here as the UFC hosts their 306th pay-per-view event at the Sphere in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA in the early hours of Sunday, which will see a bantamweight championship bout between the UFC bantamweight champion Sugar Sean O'Malley and Merab Divashvili as its headliner. We will also witness the epic third fight between women's flyweight champion and the pride of Mexico, Alexa Grasso, who will defend her title against the woman she beat for the crown, who is none other than Valentina Shevchenko. In other fights scheduled to take place on the main card of UFC 306, renowned featherweight Brian Ortega will face Diego Lopez, while Daniel Zellhuber will square up against Esteban Ribovics, and Ronaldo Rodriguez will do battle against Ode Osborne in the flyweight division. There will also be 5 fights, 2 women's and 3 men's bouts, which are scheduled to take place on the preliminary card of UFC 306. With European club football set to resume, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta has agreed to a contract extension that will keep him at the Emirates. Arsenal's boss Arteta has signed a new 3-year contract with the North London club, which will see the Spaniard, who was originally set to be out of contract at end of season, stay on in the club until 2027. The Gunners appointed Arteta, who had been working as a coach under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City at the time, to replace compatriot Unai Emery, who is now the manager of Aston Villa. Arteta led Arsenal to victory in the FA Cup final at the end of the 2019-2020 season to claim his first major trophy as a manager, while also emerging as the winner of the Community Shield in 2020 and in 2023. The 42-year-old former midfielder has been in charge of the Gunners since 2019 and has led them to successive second-place Premier League finishes, but had since entered the final 12 months of his contract at the club before this extension. Arteta renewing his contract, extending it further to stay at the Emirates. Is this going to translate to the Premier League title for Arsenal? Maybe as soon as this season.
Well, I feel we can do it this season.
Oh, you're an Arsenal fan?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I am. I feel he can actually do it this season.
Okay.
We've had our fair shares of injury.
Oh,
this international break.
Odegaard
and
out for a couple of weeks.
Califury, we've had injuries too. And him coaching us, he has taken us to successful second place
finish in the Premier League.
Fighting against Man City. Now I know what his club faced in his time facing Pep Guardiola. But Arteta doing what he does, asking Arsenal fans to support him and trust the process, even though many people didn't trust him. He has still come out on top, winning an FA Cup in just how many months? 8 months.
Yeah.
In his first
season.
First season. Arsenal trusting Arteta just to come in to have his first managerial career without any guidance. He had guidance from Pep Guardiola, but without any coaching experience.
Pre-head coaching experience.
That's how it is. And he has come out like this in just 5 years. I actually believe he can actually do it. He said this transfer period, he didn't really want to focus on his own contract. He wanted to deal with this transfer period.
Getting the right players,
the
right position, Calafiori, letting the likes of Nketiah leave, Julian Timber, back, Smith Rowe leaving as well.
Arsenal. So he just needed to focus on the transfer for the Arsenal players. You see, he actually loves Arsenal. That's why he's doing like this. He's making sure we are comfortable. He's trying to make us more comfortable and more versatile in many positions as well. Trying to get the players. He has gotten the players now. Now he has focused on his
contract
extension, 3 years, and I feel Arsenal have made the right choice by giving it to him.
Arsenal making the right choice by giving him a 3-year contract extension. Are we going to see trophies from Arteta in these 3 years, starting with maybe the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Champions League?
Yeah.
Or is it just going to be business as usual and Arsenal will perhaps remain as perennial bridesmaids?
I feel, starting from this season, I feel we are not going trophyless.
This season.
And in those 3 years, yes, we are going to win not just domestic trophies. I feel we can win important ones.
I'm putting you on the spot. Okay. Let me put you on the spot right now.
Yeah.
What trophies are Arsenal going to win this season?
This season, I feel the Premier League and the FA Cup.
Premier League and FA Cup. Premier League and FA Cup. Arsenal will win the double this season.
Yes, I
You've heard it from a very confident Arsenal fan who is, of course, my dynamic analyst in the studio with me. Arsenal will win the double, Premier League and FA Cup. And of course, they have the North London Derby coming up this weekend. But until next time on Sports Store, we'll definitely talk about all the fixtures and the games that we are going to be looking forward to as club football has resumed.
Yes.
That's how much we can take on the Sports Store right here on Enterprise TV. Please endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is, we are at Enterprise TV 7 on YouTube. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are still at Enterprise TV 7 on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and definitely like and share our content as we give you all the updates, the exclusives, and the news you can use. And before we go, let's leave you with this quote from American basketball legend, the great Shaquille O'Neal, who said, "Excellence is not a singular act, but a habit. You are what you do repeatedly." This is a call for you to always maintain consistency in everything that you do. Thank you, Ejiro, once again. And finally, before I let you go, your score predictions for Arsenal Spurs, North London Derby.
I feel it's a 2-1 win for Arsenal.
2-1 win for Arsenal, and that's how we wrap up proceedings. I'm Josh Ikeokoli, and I want to thank you for the privilege of your time. Until next time on the Sports Store here on Enterprise TV. Hasta luego.